Okay, one thing that I wanted to take a minute and hopefully get you lined out on the next part. This week is Celebrate Freedom Week, where we're going to study and kind of talk a little bit about the Declaration of Independence, the Constitution, our structure of government, and things like that. And so for today, on Monday, I want you to put in your journal on page 10, okay? I want you to put the heading, the Declaration of Independence. I want you to make this list of vocabulary words. These are words that I kind of picked out, and I felt like maybe these are the ones, if any of them are going to need a little more explanation, a little more. And so, obviously, we've got evident. Okay, evident means easy to understand. Okay, endowed, unalienable, pursuit, instituted, consent, alter, and abolish. Okay, these are found in the Declaration of Independence, and if you're not sure of what those words mean, it makes it really hard to really get what that document's saying. So on your page, on page 10, I made it a little fancy over here. It may be hard to read, but I wrote Celebrate Freedom. Okay, and then this is our vocabulary. That's on page 10. On page 11. Okay? Let's get it lined up here. I want you to make a note of, on page 11, that there are 4 parts to the Declaration of Independence. 4 different separate parts. Okay? And I want you to just get this list of things down. Okay? Part 1 is the preamble, and it declares why they were leaving Great Britain. You know, because obviously it's a Declaration of Independence, so we need to say why we're leaving it. Part 2 is the natural rights. This is a list of all of the rights that people are born with. I mean, these are not rights that are given to you. These are rights that you have upon birth. Just any man, anywhere in the world. Okay? Human rights. All right? Part 3 is the grievances, a list of complaints. These are all of the ways that King George of England violated the natural rights of the colonists. They violated the natural rights of humans. Okay? And then part 4, because right now we've said why we want to leave. We've listed all of the rights that we have in the lead up to part 3 is all of the ways that the King of England has violated those rights. And so part 4 is our final, I call it the Declaration of Separation. Right? This is the official statement, severing ties. From this point on, we are no longer bound by the King of England. We are a free people and a separate nation. Okay? So go ahead. You can pause this if you can't, if you're having a hard time seeing all of it. Let me see if I can zoom out a little bit here. Maybe not. Let's try it. Maybe that's a little bit better. Okay? The 4 parts of the Declaration of Independence, the preamble, the natural rights, the grievances, and finally the Declaration of Separation. Okay? This is a document that didn't just go to the King of England in British Parliament. This is a document that was sent to every other nation in Europe as well. It was sent to Spain, to Portugal, to France, to Italy, nations in Italy. It was sent to the Vatican. It was sent to Norway. It was sent to everyone that the U.S. could hope to get an alliance to get help from. Okay, because we were going to need it, going up against the biggest military in the world. Okay. So to recap, we have page 10. Okay. Celebrate Freedom, put that up on the side. You don't have to make it as fancy as I did, but make sure you make your little tab here where it says vocabulary, so we can keep that straight. Do you see how these kind of line up? Our different sections and different lessons. We're keeping a consistent format here. easy to find what you're looking for. Okay? So our vocabulary in the Declaration, that's going to make it easier to understand. And then our 4 parts of the Declaration of Independence. That will be on page 11. Vocabulary on 10. The 4 parts to the Declaration on page 11. Okay?